Hey everybody, hope everyone is doing well. Woohoo! So we've been covering Mafia on BNB chain. It's one of Pulsechain dev Jacob's protocols, of course. It's going to be a GameFi. It's going to be pretty big scale from what we can tell so far. It is slowly ramping up, leading into the actual live game. So different features are being added in, and of course streamlined, and then of course go live for the actual game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, Mafia has pumped over 100%. I think it was even up to about 122%. We're going to check out that later in the live stream. So that's ahead of the Mafia family upgrade. So that's where people are going to be able to set up their actual Mafia families. Now, because the price is pumped, the cost of setting up a Mafia family is way higher now. So it's just the way it goes. And of course, we have got our own Mafia family in the Discord and of course on Telegram. That's led by our godfather, and of course that is Archie, one of our moderators, who's the godfather for that family. So pretty really cool. We've had, I think we've had 19 people join so far, so that probably counting that number. Yeah, good head start there for the Mafia family, looking pretty good. Let's see who else is in the house there. We're also going to be talking about Pulsechain markets, of course, and give a full update. This is the end of the week for stock market Friday, so we're going to have those results as well. Let's get into it. We've got a few people here. At least we've got me here. I'm here. Welcome, of course. We've got Scott Jackson. Good morning, all. Good to see you, Scott. Big welcome to everybody on Superman Crypto, and of course Pulsechain X, which has been growing really nicely. Big shout out to you guys out there too on Pulsechain X. Eddie is in the house there. Good afternoon from SoCal. Hey, good to see you, Eddie. Hope you're well. And yeah, what we got here? We've got a poll up at the moment. Are you going to play Mafia on BNB? There may be some associations to Pulsechain later on. We're going to see how that plays out. We're expecting a phase 2, which is going to be interesting. And we're also expecting an update within the next, I guess, 28 days or so for TYRH v4 as well. So we'll see what associations are all in there. Yeah, it's going to be fun to see. Now, the question is, are you going to play Mafia on BNB? Yes, I already got a player profile. Number 2, yes, I still need to get a player profile. Number 3, maybe I will. And number 4, nope, is in there as well. So get in there, folks. Fill out that poll. We'll try and check it at the end. I've put up a couple of polls the last couple of days, and I think I've forgotten to talk about them at the end. So I think I did one correctly. So we'll see. Hopefully I remember that. Let's probably finish it when we get up to the actual comment section on that. I hope you guys are having a good time, and of course, let's get into it, straight into the results here for the stock market. Without further ado, as we like to say, get into the chat, make it lively as well. We'll see. Let's see. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. All right. So stock market, Nasdaq clinches a record close. That's pretty cool. We like these markets pushing higher as tech reigns supreme. That's pretty cool. So let's have a look at the results there for Friday US time. The Dow Jones is pretty flat at but up 4 points at 39,069. The S&P 500 is up 0.7%, 37 points to 5,304, and the Nasdaq is up 1.1% here, which is really strong. It's got all the tech companies in it. And the Nasdaq up 185 points almost to 16,920. So spectacular results there for the Nasdaq. And if we look at the max on the chart, I think that will show you. Yeah, look at that. Woohoo! Just a big up chart there, making new highs. So pretty cool on that. Now, we did, obviously, NVIDIA is leading the big play there. Now, this NVIDIA theme is going to probably be very big on the crypto side as well for the bull market. So take that into account. We remain all in on the AI age, and note NVIDIA's revenues tripled year on year, while net profits rose sevenfold in 1 year. So that is some of the attitude around AI, and of course that's also easily adopted, and we've got lots of projects in AI and crypto. So particularly, you still have to be nitty picky about which ones you're going to pull out. You still got to chase quality, but definitely a lot of upsides there, and particularly crypto. You know, get the big X returns for that. Now we did have some more information about rate jitters. So rate jitters continue to, as Goldman pushes back rate cut back to September. Well, that's kind of where we're sitting at the moment anyway, September. Analysts at Goldman Sachs have pushed back their forecast for the first Fed rate cut to September from July. So they're kind of catching up with the rest of the market because that's kind of where we were expecting now. Following a slew of Fed speak that flagged concerns about the path of inflation towards 2%. Will likely take longer than expected. Concerns about inflation were eased somewhat following a fall in the University of Michigan survey, 12-month inflation expectation to 3.3% from 3.5%. The widely watched CME Fed Watch tool indicated a roughly 45% chance that the Fed brings the rate cuts down from more than a two-decade high level of 5.25% to 5.5%. So I'm not sure what that's the rate there. So that's kind of the range in September. So that's kind of the play there. We can actually go to the tool itself and have a look at the current expectation around September. So let's do that while we're briefly here. So we're going to go to September. So what do we got here? We got the majority of market expecting a no change actually at the moment, 45% or almost 50%, just under 50% expecting a pivot of the interest rates. So we'll see how we get on there. Certainly by November, surely we have a pivot expectation. Yeah, we do. So November there, and let's hope we get it a bit earlier, like September. That would be pretty cool. November would be aligning, if we get November, to be aligning with the US election, right, on the 5th of November there. So that leads us into crypto. Now, Ethereum there just tapered off a little bit after the announcement of the approval there. I think there's still one part of that. They have to get the individual ETFs have to get, I can't remember the name of the form. They always have to get one little approval left for that, but that's kind of, that could take weeks or months, but probably going to be faster than that. We'll see. Now, Bitcoin at the moment is up 1.2%. 68,728, and the Bitcoin dominance 51.97%. ETH, of course, just tapering off a little bit there, 1.18%, $3,731. So not too bad. Bit of a mix across the board, as you can see. Some of the standout there is a Uni. Uni is up 11.7% at $10.12, so it's doing pretty well. Now, remember, a lot of hexagons back in the day got tons of Uni. Many of them sold it, of course. Many of them probably still kept it, but that is the way it goes. Looks like Bonk is down quite a bit, 5.26% out there as well. So Bonk is down. You got a bit of Bonk, bonks up on the head. Can see that Lido is up a little bit too. So Lido's up a little bit if you've got a bit of that DeFi. So let's get a quick zoom on the Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin chart on Coinbase. The 50-day moving average is now up to 64,997. So it's just rounded off at 65,000. The 200-day at 54,737. And currently we've just rolled over to a new day. We've got an 8-minute candle here. This is yesterday's candle that just finished. And the high was 69,278. So we're just below that at the moment. So looking pretty good. Everything looking really nice. And of course, how many days since the Bitcoin halving? 34 days, and now we're on day 35. So ticking away. Now, you see, I've had this China-Taiwan invasion. Well, this period here between the 30th of April and 27th of June is kind of the best weather window for any invasion. Now, this is a black swan event, right? We obviously don't want this to happen. This is World War III type of stuff, literally. So we really don't want this to happen, but they've been doing some drills. So President Xi there in front of 7,000 officers and soldiers and something like 300 different armored vehicles, doing a big sort of military presentation, very reminiscent of Adolf Hitler and, of course, his big rallies that he used to have. Yeah, that was on. They also had ships in that doing drills around Taiwan. And that is kind of in response, they argue, to the president's of Taiwan's his stance on independence. So it's kind of China getting upset about that. And doing big drills, so pretty interesting, and also testing the US. So that's kind of the some of the things we've had just at the moment. And of course, yeah, some people are saying maybe it's going to be 12 to 18 months rather than this year. And of course, I would have suspected that they would be better off if they're going to do it this year. Obviously, we don't want it to happen, but I'm just trying to look at it from their point of view. But if they do wait till the following 12 to 18 months, then that could be quite late. You'll have it, particularly if Trump wins and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see what happens. And of course, all the militaries in the West, well, to some degree, are trying to arm to prevent this as preventative. So we'll see how that plays out. This is where we are at the moment. We're almost halfway through this best weather scenario here. So obviously, we've got to keep it, aware of the big geopolitical risks. And obviously, we don't want anything like this to happen because we know what that ends up being, like World War III. So we don't really want that. So we got Bitcoin there. That is Bitcoin teasing away, looking pretty good. We've got Ethereum at the moment. Ethereum at $3,715. We've got the 50-day moving average at $3,254. And we're looking pretty good here on Ethereum. So even though we cooled off after that little approval for the ETFs, everything looking pretty good. So yeah, let's TikTok and time to rock. That leads us into BNB. Before we get into that though, let us get into the chat and see anyone else that's jumped in there. We've got Big Kahuna House there. Woohoo! Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Big K. Hope you're doing well. We also got Elias in the house there. Happy Friday indeed. It is pretty good for Friday in the Northern Hemisphere. It's already Saturday down under though, Australia, New Zealand, and Pacific Islands. Already Saturday. It's actually 12:11 p.m. here on Saturday in good old New Zealand. So just the way it goes. We're always ahead of our time. All right, let's get into BNB. So we're moving to BNB chain now. We got Mafia. And of course, this is going to be a bit of fun. This is one of Jacob. He's a Pulsechain dev, pretty much probably the #1 DeFi GameFi dev on Pulsechain. And he's launched this Mafia. It's going to be a very big, extensive game from what we can tell. But there's a big upgrade coming within the next 24 hours. Probably less than that now, probably 20 hours for the family. So that means people will be able to set up their Mafia families. Now, you can play as an individual. You can play as in a Mafia family if you can get in. Obviously, there's going to be qualifications there. Now we're running our own Mafia family out of this out of the Hex Token Discord and of course on Telegram. Now that's being run out of the platform, but it's of course being led by Archie, one of our moderators, who is the godfather for that. So pretty cool. We've got all the hierarchies been chosen for that Mafia family, and of course all the members underneath it open. It's open to be joining that. Obviously, only people that we're kind of familiar with that will be accepted. Got to know that people got a certain amount of character. We don't want a lot of backstabbing going on in our own family. So that is the way it goes. So yeah, very exciting. What else are we going to say about that? Yeah, families will open up. So it's 1 million Mafia tokens to 1 million Mafia tokens to get a family. So currently, if the price is around 1,700 a penny, that's probably about $1,700 at the moment. So yesterday it was about $700. So the price has absolutely rallied since yesterday, as you can see here on the hourly on the Mafia. Now the Mafia's got a new contract, by the way. So a new contract for the Mafia, and it had this because the previous contract was just a proxy contract, and that has the team wasn't aware that it had a lot of challenging issues in terms of getting listings and things like that. So they just reissued this and airdropped everybody that's holding Mafia. So I think that was a good move, doing it nice and early. So no problems from now on. So then we got 1,700 a penny, and price looking really big giant pump. This is only hours old, so I mean this has only been going. Well, let's take it from here. That's 100% there. We got up to 110% from that move. Pretty cool. Just within hours, so it's fun times. Now we've got a nice little consolidation here. So yeah, 700 a penny. I'll post this link in the chat there if you guys want to pick up some Mafia before it probably continues to run away. Once again, not financial advice. You got to do your own due diligence. I have been talking about this the last couple of days, so people had plenty of opportunity to get in early before this first move. But how many moves it's going to have as it re-rates, as more players come in, the game actually launches and lots of stuff. You guys get the idea. So that is the play. Kind of cool. All right, and hey, we've got Archie in the house, the Godfather himself. So hi all, good to see you, Archie. I think you're going to need to change your name to your player name there soon, Archie. That's probably going to play, or at least add it in brackets. All right, so that is pretty cool, big pump. So yeah, still up on 24-hour basis here, 98%, looking pretty good there. Liquidity way up now, obviously with the price pump, 137k, market cap over 1 million. Woo! Now previous high was a 1.3 million. And now we've got a new high of 1.6 million here. Well, actually, went slightly higher, didn't it? In fact, you can just, on deck screen, you can just hit the market cap tab, and you can see that we got up to 1.78 million. There we go. Pretty neat. Let's do the hourly there. That's the market cap up there, 1.78 million. So that's the new high. It's probably just the beginning. So let's see where it goes from here. All right, so that is the Mafia. Now the Mafia website, let's do a refresh of the site here, so Mafia.io. If you guys want to join, this is where you join up, by the way, if you want to play the game. Now, it's probably going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game. We're going to look at it as a fun game. It's going to have a lot of it'd be quite aggressive game, because a lot of taking out the other families and other things like that. So, and there's also the big vault, right? Everyone wants the big vault. You can see that here. It got 48 BNB in there at the moment. So kind of cool. Now, that is the link there at the moment. Hey, we got Tintop in the house there. Hey, what's up, Hexskins? Woohoo! Hey, Tintop, good to see you. And of course, that's looking pretty good. And you can start to see the Mafia burn as well. People can, this is a public callable function, so people call the Mafia. This is from the taxes. There's a 5% buy tax and a 20% sell tax. Just remember that. So it's not your normal. It's pretty much a reflection game that's feeding the vault. The vault is what the families and individuals will be after. The 5% buy tax, a 20% sell tax. You can see the new contract there ends in 4111. That's a new contract, 4111. So if you did have the old contract, you need to add it into your wallet and you'll see the new tokens. You can hide the old one. That's kind of the way to do it. So yeah, and 20% sell tax there. Now, we're going to have a look at the account. All you have to do is connect your account. Obviously be on BSC, BNB, BSC chain, and then connect your wallet, and then it will cost you 2,000 Mafia to make a profile. So that's pretty not bad, 2,000 Mafia. Yesterday that was like $1.50. Today it's probably, I don't know what, $4, something like that. So you can keep your wallet, make a profile. You can play by yourself. There's you don't need to join a family. Obviously, if you're up against a family, taking someone out in the family to get all their goodies, you do face the family, right? So just remember that there's a strategic game. Kind of cool. Anyway, 48 BNB at the moment. Now, obviously, that's almost $29,000 in the pool, and this is probably just early days. We're expecting probably good chance of hitting 6 figures plus, and as the game progresses, who knows where it could go, right? So it's going to be pretty cool. What else are we going to say about that? Yeah, the family the family features are going to be put up within about 20 hours or so. So that's going to be the big move. And of course, people are going to go register their families. It'll be interesting to find out how many they're going to be. Start off, and over time, more will probably be expected. So it's kind of the play there. All right, let's finish our poll so that I don't forget it. I'm going to end that poll now, and bam. And let's see what the results are for that. Are you going to play Mafia on BNB? We've got 36 cents maybe. Maybe they will. So that's pretty cool. Like I say, if you want to get into a Mafia family, then you can consider the syndicate, which is going to be the name of the Mafia family in the Hex Token and Telegram channels, run by Archie, of course, the Godfather. We've got nope, 36%, so 1 and 3 there. And we've got yes, already got my player profile, 27%, so that's quite a few of you. So pretty cool. Well, out of 11 votes, it's only 11 votes there, but you still get two. Some people still need to get the profile. Well, that's 0. So we're almost split a third, aren't we? So pretty cool. Anyway, tell your friends, get involved. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you could make some good money on the way as we play. And that's kind of, I love that GameFi aspect to it. And of course, big supporter of Jacob's projects. Very, very exciting. And of course, once again, shout out to all the people in the family already, the syndicate. And of course, we'll be covering that regularly on this channel. All right, let's move over to Pulsechain. Pulsechain at the moment, day 378. So we've got the results today for day 378. We've got Pulsechain at the moment is at quadruple 0522. It's 52% of the mean sacrifice price. It is currently down 3.69%. Yeah, boy, is that a sign? Is that a sign? I don't know, 3.69, the Hex inflation rate. There we go. There we go. There's a bit of a sign there. Is at the bottom. Now we're at the bottom. Now we're here. Something like that. We've got Pulsex at the moment, quadruple 0231, down 5.95%. That would have been cool if it was 555. That would have been pretty cool. We got the buy and burn at 870,889. 889 million. So almost 871 billion there, and that's 4.29% of the public supply has been bought and burned. So looking pretty good there. All right, the thing won't go away now. That won't get away. Now we've got Incentive Token at the moment is at $2.92, down 7.25%, but the ratio is really holding up. Look at that 56,000 ratio of Pulse to one Incentive Token. Have we hit the 33 million? Not quite. We're at 32,549,000 Incentive Tokens. And of course, Hex there. We've got Hex at 7,200th of a penny, down 3.86% on Pulsechain. We've got EHEX on Ethereum at 1,700th of a penny. That's holding up pretty well. on the old Hex or Hex on Ethereum. Combined price of Hex on Pulsechain and Ethereum is just under, what we say, not 80, just under 90 cents. No, not 90 cents, just under 9/10 of a penny. No, yeah, that's right, just under 9/10 of a penny. There we go. That was easily done. All right, so that is day 378. Let's go to the charts, have a look at that. We're still in accumulation zone, no real change. In fact, you got even a better rate today in some regards, but we have been in this on the daily. You can see here we've kind of been in this range several times over the last week almost, and the RSI is pretty chill, way down here at 32, 38, 33, I should say. Now, obviously, we want to stay with 5,000. That's pretty critical. 5,000 there if you're looking to accumulate. Obviously, we don't really want to go all the way down, but we do like picking up a lot of this volume at this time for believers, right? Not the Justin Bieber, but believers. And that is the play at the moment. So far, so good. All right. We are definitely, this is where we took off last time, remember? Look where we took off here. We took off at 5,100. So yeah, it's a good place to bounce off from. There we go. Pulsechain at the moment as well on the daily, down at 2,300. And of course, we have managed to bounce off 2,100 quite a lot. So we're kind of still in this range here, right? This range back in November. That's kind of the only real horizontal support line there. Used to be resistance, and now could be support, right? That's kind of the play at the moment. RSI pretty chill as well at 40. Incentive token, as we say, the ratio is looking really good. The price might be down because of Pulsechain, but the actual ratio is looking really good. I guess we're getting close. This is on the weekly here. Let's go to the daily. That's the daily. So you can see the daily is just slowly sort of stepping up there, very close to a breakout from the looks of it. And on the weekly, you can see that even more defined, getting very close. If we can get over 61,000, then the next target is 71,000. That'll get us back to July last year. And then who knows after that? If it breaks that, I mean, man, it could do all sorts of crazy stuff. The RSI is at 61 on the weekly. What was it on the daily? It was 58. So, you know, it's got room to move to the upside there, especially if Pulse and that decide to turn around, right? Turn around, not bright eyes, but like that. There's got PHEX at the moment. No change to this. Even better results at the moment. Accumulation, 7,200 of a penny. RSI pretty chilled down at 39. Let's go to the weekly on this one too. Pretty much the same story we've been talking about for a little while now. Is just accumulation zone. In fact, at the best part of it actually right now. Look at that, beautiful, and down at 39 in the RSI. So lots of coolness there for people to accumulate. And the EHEX here has been a similar story here on the daily, 700 a penny, and of course a lot of upside to the PancakeX wall. That's pretty much it. So combined price PHEX at just under 9/10 of a penny, and at the really best part of the accumulation phase here. So nice, very nice, as we say. That leads us into some of the other stats. Let's quickly look through a roundup of the gas prices. Under 400,000 beats, so that's pretty cool. 7/10 of a penny on a Pulsechain swap, man, nice and cheap. 400th of a penny for a Pulsechain transfer, 1/10 of a penny for a PRC twin transfer. We've got 4 Gwei on Ethereum at the moment, so very low on Ethereum, but we're 715 times cheaper than Ethereum, even at that low Gwei of 4, up to $5.30 for a Uniswap transfer, swap, sorry, but only 7/10 of a penny for a Pulsechain transfer, for example. So looking good there. Validators, we've got 48,719 validators, 1.56 trillion off the market. Now, at the moment, with the price of Pulse being down towards that 5,000 level, man, you can pick up 32 million Pulse quite easy. So you can start solo mining, maybe pick up one of David Feder's validator stores, or you can look for the NFTs, the TGN NFTs, up to, I think it's 64 or 68, one of those two numbers. Is equivalent to having one solo miner with the 32 million Pulse stake there. But nice little passive income earner, just waiting for that price to go up. That's kind of the play there. Bridge at the moment, let's have a look at the health check. It's still holding up pretty decent, 110 million. So a nice little number there. And yeah, what were we at yesterday? 110.8, I think, million. So we're only down about 700,000 there. So that's not bad. We've got 31.2 million DAI in there at the moment, so things are ticking away. We have got some news coming out around Coast as well. So I think I've got to read that out. Let me read that out on the Coast there. Pulsechain And where was that out from yesterday? Someone posted that. Yeah. So thanks to Archie. He posted this as well. Man, Archie, you're crushing it in the Discord. Archie, the MVP player in Discord. He's got, excuse me, a Crypto Coffee asked Coast Team, said, wins an ETA for, Coast getting it back up and running. Now, remember, Crypto Coffee is the #1 referrer, and you know who is #2? Brian. Last time we knew, Brian in our own Discord, our community leader, was #2. It says, thanks for the question. We have 2 processes in parallel currently. This is the Coast update. A new banking relationship from Coast is currently in compliance, as well as our own registration as an MSB, mostly complete. So they're setting up their own, I guess, agency, financial agency. MTLs, various stages. Our goal is to be up and running for Q3. So there we go, looking for Q3, which is what, July, August, September. So that's kind of when we're expecting Coast to get back up and running. We understand it's difficult, and we're generally going hard at this. Yeah, so good. Heads up to hats off to the Coast team. It's obviously a difficult thing to keep up and running, but they're doing it. So a big shout out to them. So we'll stay tuned for that one. That is pretty much it. So let's jump away from that. That's day 378. We're going to be starting day 379 pretty shortly. Looking good, and that's going to lead us into the rest of Pulsechain market updates. Big K says, what is the convert now action and Bob, was it BNB Mafia that convert? That pull function on BNB Mafia is basically it goes and sells it into BNB and it puts it into the vault. So basically it's that Mafia tokens are from the taxes, that 5% buy tax, the 20% sell tax. And it goes into the vault. Now, there's going to be lots of other revenue, I suggest, that will be probably going into the vault from the gameplay. We'll see what the in-game play is like. We still don't know a lot about that, but there's going to be other in-game tokens that will be tradable and all sorts of stuff like that, like bullets, apparently. So we've got lots more to find out. And we're expecting not only the family upgrade, but we're also, I think, going to get the wiki, which is the game wiki, to tell us how, lots of the details around the gaming. And so we'll try and cover that as much as possible as well. All right, good question there from Big K. All right, let's move on. So we've got the rest of the markets, of course, the Hex derivatives. We've got everything is pretty much down. Hedron is up 4.16% on Ethereum, but apart from that, that is it for the Hex derivatives. Let's jump over to the stablecoins. We just talked about Coast, of course. Coast has actually been appreciating because getting back to PEG, even without being online, we're waiting for the Q3. To get the services back to fully online there with the deposits withdrawals, I believe. So we're at 92 cents, so nice little rally there in Coast, but still depegged from $1. What else? We've got PXDC and USDL, the 2 native stablecoins. They're both up, and they're both just under peg there, 99 cents, 99.5 cents. HexDC is at above peg, $1.01. So that had a little rally yesterday, just down a bit today. So HexDC doing well also. Now those 3 are all liquidity forks, so those 3. And then we have the Pulsechain copies of stablecoins, and PDI currently at 41/100 of a penny, so a real nice low end of that. So we'll be looking forward to that narrative to continue on. That leads us into influencer coins, and let's see what's doing well there. We're going to look at the best performer. We're relatively speaking, they're all down. But more token from Trayvon is the best performer, even though it's down 1.67%. Note token from Randy Alaski holding up pretty well also, almost down 2%, but at 4,500, so that's doing pretty well. And that's kind of the leaders there. The rest of them all pretty heavily discounted, particularly Ben Armstrong's Bro token, and of course the Steve Hitson's Scuba Steve token there. All right, what else? Let's get into the total overall. For Pulsechain, let's see how that is going. We've got 14.4 million in the 24 hours. So that's actually pretty low for what I'd call a weekday leading into the weekend. So yeah, 14.4, that's on the low side. What do we got there? 240,000 transactions, so a little bit on the low side too. For normally you expect it 20 million plus or something, 25 million plus. So definitely on the low side there. Obviously the market pulling back, so the sentiment is down at the moment. But it's an opportunity for those to accumulate. That's all we can say. When the sentiment's down, it can be your friend, right, if you're accumulating. So let's have a look at the best performance at the moment. So we've only got a couple of green lights here. We've got UFO up 3.89%. Teddy Bear up 1.13% on the list here. and that is the place. A pretty quiet day, and maybe a time to go pick off some of those real discount protocols or projects on the Pulsechain now. All right. In fact, let's see who's the worst on the day. We got Orange Man Good, so one of the Tan gangs are down 17%. 9mm down 16%. So, you know, there's a couple of the possible ones that you could go chase down. Not financial advice, though. That is pretty much it on that. Let's get into Hex daily stats. So day 1635, is it? Yeah. 24th of May. What do we got there? 7.16 Hex per T-share after yesterday's 39.3. Pretty crazy. What else is cool? I think we're up to that time, yeah. Let's see here. T-shares down 2,800, sitting at 9,133,000 T-shares on Ethereum for X. The reward pool, we got very small. Yesterday was massive. We got only 77,000 today. 65 million in the reward pool. Liquid holds up 14, but miners down 9. 117,754 miners on the ETH chain. Now you guys know that we always have a delay in the Pulsechain side, so that won't come off straight away. But yesterday, for day 13, what would it be? What did we say? Day 70, 377, was it? Is that what I said? 370. Let me go double check again. I always like to at least have accurately recorded. You got to remember it's on YouTube, so it records everything you say. What do we got there? 379. So it would have been day 377. Day 377. 6.972 Hex per T-share there. That was it. But we got the results coming out probably a bit later after the live stream. So that is it for today, man. Last couple of days I've been doing 40, 50 to an hour on the live stream, but today very quick. We're only just over half an hour on the live stream update. Hey Wiki, good to see you in the house. Welcome to the chat. We also got Craig Pitt also. Morning all, a bit late. So we've got a couple of members in the Mafia jumping in there just at the end. Pretty cool. So that is it. Yeah, so if you want to play Mafia, you can do that. It's going to be a bit of fun, and you might make some money on the way. That's probably the way I'd look at it. And, of course, after a big pump, you know, like that's kind of cool. Is it the first pump of many? We shall see. But, of course, the big Mafia family feature upgrade is happening in about 20 hours or so. So, yeah, that's looking forward to it. And, of course, we'll be having ours registered straight out of that gate there. Archie's leading that. Now, if you want to get involved, let us know in the Discord. The link's in the video description. Join the Pulsechain Hex Token Discord. And, of course, you can play by yourself. Of course, you can just hit the Mafia site and register, you know, buy some Mafia. Only costs 2,000, remember, and then just start your own playing. And, of course, or you can join our family, either, you know, the family in our Discord. If we know you, of course, we're going to have some degree of familiarity. Or you can, you know, hunt down other Mafia families that will be popping up. So, yeah, you can get to the official Mafia Telegram, maybe TRH Telegram or something like that, Mafia Telegram, I think it is, and you can try and hunt a family there. Risky on Telegram, of course, because it's pretty spammy, but you could do it there. Or alternatively, there'll probably be on BNB. There's going to be a number of promotions on BNB. So when they start, once the game starts, and of course, there'll probably be BNB influencers as well, starting their own Mafia family. We shall see how it all unfolds. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. And maybe there's quite a few Pulsechain influencers also out there. I could name a few, but I'll leave it there. That may be involved. We shall see. It's going to be fun to see. You just never know. But we're looking out to kick some ass, so to speak. So watch out for the syndicate. It is coming. Lots of fun. Ravi says, what did you say was the Discord? Oh, the link's in the video description. So maybe one of the mods might also post a link in the chat there, maybe Wookie or somebody. But yeah, $5 a month to join the Discord. That's a basic fee. There's a private Discord now. And of course, you're joining up with just under 1,200 members, I think it is, in there. Now, yeah, it used to be a public Discord, but we want to get rid of spammers and all sorts of other stuff like that. So we've made a private Discord. It's been a lot better, a lot better since then. So yeah, links in the video for $5 a month. That's only 16 cents a day. And of course, you can get all the Pulsechain and Hex info, plus the best community out there. Really dedicated, tight-knit community. So get in there on that one. Now, we also have Strategy Club, which is $35 a month, and that's multi-chain opportunities, like Mafia, for example. But get in on that. That's multi-chain. And of course, we do Intel and stuff like that. That's flowing into that private club as well. So both Mafia and the Strategy Club are both hidden communities inside the Hex Token Discord. So just remember that you have to get access to those. All right, now Archie is the Godfather. So if you want to get into that, you need to really contact him. Although probably have some influence there to help out. All right, hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream, it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it and enjoy your weekend as well. I'll probably take a day off tomorrow, so you probably won't hear from me unless something. Oh, actually, I might do something around the Mafia again because we have the Mafia. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, you'll see me again the next day. Robbie one says, "Thank God, great idea to charge. Spammers have made it almost unusual for me." Yeah, that was a big reason behind it, and it's helped a lot. So there we go. There are OG members that were in there from the free days, but that's part of the community. They showed early enthusiasm there. All right, I think we're going to leave it at that. Take care, everybody. Enjoy yourself, and catch you again tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you then. Bye for now.